Hey, every Friday on Gritty Radio. Got the most wonderful host in the house, don't you know? Shout out DJ Herbal. Tam and LeeLee, yes, they run the show. Talk about good sex, talk about good head, talk about good living in and out the bed. Let me dumb this shit down, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So dealing with politics within the game, Jay Prince definitely had an Instagram live, and he didn't give a definite say so as to who benefited. He just said that if you're in this game, don't go looking for smoke, or else smoke will come to you. If you do have kids, you need to remember that those kids need to come first.
Before you beef.
Yes.
In the midst of you beef, they should be your priority, your kids.
But what about these relentless bastards who don't care if you got kids, or if they got kids? The only thing they want is the street credit,
They're
street loyalty, understanding. Are those real rappers? That ain't real rap. That's real nigga. You know, we all have value. We all have case point. But when we all put it together, y'all know our biggest fault is it more important to be loyal to the money or loyal to our bloodline?
My bloodline for sure. I need generational wealth. I can't have generational wealth without a bloodline to get that generational wealth.
I mean, I can send you the video. Like,
and like they say 95 years of royalty, right? That's the music game. You got 95 years of royalty. But how long does that last? Will your child, their children, they're gonna, somebody gonna outlive the 95. So what you really leave? You're not gonna get that star. You weren't here long enough. Don't go down the Hall of Fame or the beautiful music billboard. She didn't make it there long enough. So what we have left? Good music that somebody gonna go ask your mom and dad if they could do it. That's how Big Baby Flav did. He went back and asked Mo.
They expected it to do, it like tripled that since his death. So I ain't saying it's good, but his kids at least gonna get the bread from what's going on with his music right now, because he owned his master. So hopefully Mo 3, you know what I'm saying, is in a similar situation.
No, Mo 3 definitely owned his masters.
Oh, well, yeah, his kids, they'll get their bread. I mean, but the bread ain't shit if you, like, grow up, who was my daddy? You feel me? Like,
yeah,
other people keep coming up to you telling you how dope of an individual he was, but you won't even get to know that. And, all you get to hear is his music and shit. So I guess that won't make up for it, but, I mean, it ain't no but. It's not no but. It's fucked up either way.
And that's it. Like I said, Jay Prince touched on that as well. He said it doesn't really mean anything if you're leaving your kids for another man to raise, regardless that's your brother, uncle, because they're always going to ask about their dad, and their dad isn't here.
That's correct. And I can really relate to a situation. Thanksgiving is not my best holiday. I don't really care for it, but I know that some people do. My daughter's 30. Her dad was murdered due to the, so he died in my arms when I was, 16. I tell people all the time, the hustle don't have no background. It ain't no paycheck. It don't get no benefits. It don't have no, hey, we're going to give you Social Security off the hustle. You don't get none of that. You barely get damn survival benefits. And at that time, I was 16, so, I didn't get shit. Everybody who's adultish got it, So those are some of the things I don't believe in hustling and knocking down.
What was that like for you, going through that as a young woman?
Shit. As I think about it, I really thought about it. It made me a hustler. Shit. I never had to buy school clothes. I didn't know how to do anything because he was so much older than me. It actually put me into a place like, now I got to learn how to do all this shit. I only got 3 jobs. I still couldn't get welfare because you had to be 18. So, shit, go get it. Then when I turned old enough to get welfare, shit, I ain't need it. They didn't want to give it to me. So that's the outcome. I just look at it as a positive push.
So, dealing with losing a loved one, especially who was a part of that hustle, what can.
What advice
Yeah.
I give any bitch, go get your bag. Don't depend on his because it's not guaranteed. That's the best answer to it. It ain't no other answer. The mama can't help you. She didn't make the baby. She eventually gonna get older, can't help no damn way. So go get your own shit. Is that not the proper answer?
No, every answer is correct
I
because
think
you
that's
know
the proper answer.
you can only give your advice from your experience.
If I had to go back and recap where I was when I was 15, I know I was in the slumps. Had my baby 15, turned 16 next month. Shit, 8 months later, her dad, you know, he get murdered in our neighborhood. Died, bloody, everything. You know, friends there, they couldn't help. But I ain't come up with no fucked up scenario because them boys, they came through. I didn't have to buy nothing for my daughter till she was like maybe 5 or 6. They made sure, like, when he passed away, that whole living room, I didn't know where to stop. I had to go and trade out packs of diapers, get her right size, because I had so many there that I was able to just keep rotating to the point where by the time she got out of them, I was able to give them to somebody else. So, you know, we that's that bond, you know. These 90 babies ain't 90 babies, and these 80 babies ain't too weird on me on this 80 babies. You know, nothing personal, but y'all grind is just not the same kind because y'all didn't have the same struggle.
We're the hopeful generation. Like
Y'all-
all the older people, y'all put you all's hopes and dreams into us. Be like, oh, these
Well, if you
are
don't think of those 90s babies and shit, then what you think about these millennials? These
Shit,
2000s?
I think ask them
They
who
slow.
stole it.
they slow.
Who stole it?
But see, they were.
For
Our,
real.
if you look at it, our parents and grandparents were geared for us to be like, oh, we're going to make sure that you're going to take a different route. Like it was no questions about it. You had to go to summer enrichment programs. You had every person I know. I can't say, oh, they didn't do anything. Whether it was basketball, baseball, chess, science projects, all that you had
I know.
to do.
Even when I had my kids, I had 2 kids in high school. I can't say not one time I didn't have summer enrichment. I went to Kincaid during the summers. My mom, man, she bussed us from Hiram Clark to Kincaid, and everybody who from it know Kincaid is a prominent school that you had to get grant or your parents had to pay. I qualified out for IQ. I passed. I was doing my 9th grade year. I was doing sophomore work for college. You know, in my 8th grade year, I was already on my senior year knocking down math, trigonometry, calculus, everything. I was able to do anatomy and just tell them that wasn't the right answer just by looking at it. Calculus is my friend too. So I just had a whole different, man, let's just say I won up. I won up in my game because my mom like, shit, you got them kids that don't have shit to do with you, not finna lay your ass up in here. You got me fucked up. And she was a Christian, but she tell you in front of the pastor, shit, I throw my hands up to her. The pastor told me, look, throw your hands up to her, that means you already gave it to the devil. So we're going to sit down and we're going to replay this. So after that, we started going to Kingdom Builders every Sunday, Saturday. That's how I learned newspaper. We had a church newspaper called Kingdom Builders. The pastor was, you know, at that time, he from Louisiana, but this junior pastor, Reverend Whitey, and now he the one. He the one who taught us how to look up the articles, compare the different Bibles to make sure what we were reading was right. But we also had to take theology at Kincaid. We had to do 170 hours of that. Then with Catholic, it was 180. So shit, between 350 hours of theology, you had no reason but to back and forth. So when people say things in the Bible, I tell them, look, I can't judge you because I got my own shit going on. But I'm going to tell you what's right and wrong. Right. Hey, you gay, this is going to be my answer. You know that ain't godly, but you know you're going to ask God about that. Okay, come on, baby. You know what I'm going to
So, you already know. I had to, it was learning during school and after school and before school.
Yeah. Goddamn learning, man.
Now, listen, it was
No,
worse.
but I'll be honest, it helped though because I was reading at a high school level when I was in elementary.
Yeah, that's how I was too, but I ain't do all that goddamn studying.
No, I didn't like to study. No, I was
Hell
procrastinating.
nah. We do this shit at school.
But-
After school, we got band practice. When we get home, we ain't doing shit.
I couldn't even go outside during weekday. I had one day I could go out there. It was Friday to Saturday, because Sunday we had Sunday school, BTU. We had March. We had to learn that Bible from forward to backwards, drill team. Hell, I only played outside. I don't know how I got pregnant to this day.
I couldn't do the outside.
Well, it wasn't really on you, was it?
Man, it was in me. It wasn't on me. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
Hell no. Shit hot.
Cover your meat.
I just want you to know. Somebody, I'm just over here being quiet right now, but I'm thinking about it. If somebody
What you thinking? Oh,
went through the moment of opening me up to peeing me, you know, I'm thinking through all this shit. You mean to tell me you think I'ma let you open my vagina?
You open your own pussy.
No, you got that fucked
Oh,
up.
you know her.
I'm about to say, have you
I
been
seen the
pissed in?
video. No, I seen the video.
Oh.
Oh,
So,
it's just a YouTube
I mean, yes, you
instructional
do.
video.
You do open it,
Nobody
but
started
I'm trying to tell you, the only thing I'm gonna open it up for is that nigga baby going to the yummy career, bitch, cause you pissing me. My pistol gonna be on your ass.
Wait, he pissing you and he pissing you off?
No,
If he piss on me, I'm gonna get pistol ready for him.
Chemistry, corner. Whole house. Chemistry, corner.
Hey, every Friday on Gritty Radio, got the most wonderful host in the house.